This is Asaad al Nsasrah, his relief clear to see as he's reunited with his family. The Palestinian paramedic embracing his father after surviving an attack that saw 15 fellow emergency workers killed. His children also desperately relieved to see him alive after 5 weeks in Israeli detention. He was one of just 2 survivors, but he hasn't spoken publicly yet, and mystery still surrounds what actually happened to him. There are multiple questions which the IDF still has to answer. Why was Asaad arrested in the first place? Why was he held for so long? And what happened to him during that time? But clues are beginning to emerge, including new audio we've exclusively obtained, which documents a call that Asaad made to the Red Crescent dispatch centre during the attack. It adds to the body of visual and audio evidence that we're collating to find out exactly what happened that morning. Asaad was driving in an ambulance with his colleague Rifat Radwan, who filmed this video on the morning of March 23rd. They'd been dispatched to find their colleagues who'd gone missing after an earlier Israeli attack. You can hear his voice as he spots the missing emergency vehicle. The timeline we've pieced together shows the attack begins at 5:08 a.m. and gunfire can be heard for more than 5 minutes. We've obtained a recording of a call that Asaad made to the Red Crescent dispatch centre at 6:55 a.m. At this point, it's clear Asaad is being held by the Israelis. We can hear their voices discussing the prisoners and shouting at them. 2 minutes into the audio, we can hear a more senior figure addressing soldiers by name. It's clear there's a chain of command here. And in earshot of the prisoners, the soldiers are being given their orders. A military expert familiar with the IDF told us that this sounded like a formal command by a superior, and the word battery was referring to a firing position occupied by soldiers. In our interview with the only other survivor, the Red Crescent medic Munza Abed, he describes his arrest alongside Asaad.
الوحيد اللي شفته أسعد النصاصرة يعني كان جاي مع الضابط واعتقله وحطه جنبي. أسعد آخر لحظة شفته فيها كانوا مغميين عينيه ومقعدينه ومربطين إيديه من ورا طبعا.
After an internal IDF investigation, the deputy commander of the IDF unit which carried out the shootings was dismissed, and another was reprimanded. No charges have been brought against anyone involved. Now he's been released, there are multiple questions about Asaad's detention to add to the growing disquiet about the IDF's conduct. First, what were the IDF grounds for suspicion about the paramedic? What happened to Asaad during his 5 weeks of detention, and why was he held for so long without charge? Our investigations are still ongoing to get to the whole truth of one of the bloodiest Israeli attacks ever against paramedics in Gaza.